make any real impression to show that, you know, they will be contentious. For the whole country in 2023, INEC only allocated 14,000 votes to Shore. That's ridiculous, right? So Obi is practicing retail politics. I think it is called. Is it called retail politics? Yeah, retail politics. And somehow, especially those of you who are their supporters, when you listen to, I've been seeing somebody writing in the comments calling Obi fraud. Another one is calling Shore fraud. This is the problem. I mean, if anybody is doing any form of a research on what I have just, this topic I'm, discussing right now, just go through the comment section right now, and you would have all their supporters. It's the same words. None of them want to listen to themselves. They are all accusing themselves of almost the same thing. Obi is working for Tifnumbu. Shore is working for Tifnumbu. There is no picture at all, not to talk of any bigger picture on both sides. I understand that when it comes to those who have the real clout to push, they are the obedient. We'll give that to you. And somehow, right, Shore is not also a pushover. I mean, if it is actually a working system, there's no chance that Shore will score 14,000 votes in the whole country. But yeah, for what it is. So you are both there attacking yourselves. And as for the APC, do they have to do anything? Nothing. And even me that is discussing this with you, there's almost nothing I can also do. But somehow, right, I can possibly help, the bystanders, the observers to understand the reason why Tifnumbu and his gang have, no politicians have been so lucky like this APC. Fortunately. Because if the Shore group says, let us go and challenge the governments, the obedient will say, no, we're not joining them. If the obedient says, so let us go and, you know what I mean? Possibly the revolutions now will say no too. So how lucky do you think somebody can actually really get than what this Tifnumbu and his gang have been blessed with? So I don't know how long this is going to last, but somehow, opposition to opposition, right, is something that if Shore really have advisors, this is the best time for him to actually begin to engage people. You see, politicians try to win over people from the other side. They don't try to lose people to the other side, in my view. Majority of you are just unbelievable, but that then will take me back to where I started from. That's at the end of the day, there is likely something all of you are going to agree. And that will be like that contraption can never be helped. Because majority of you that are yearning to want to help the contraption, majority of you also need help to understand who your real enemy is and put together a concentrated effort to neutralize your enemy. Do you get that now? So until then, I will be here. And briefly, by the way, updates. Today, a quick one. Today, the supposed persecution, the retrial of Mazi, Nnamdi Kanu continued. And, of course, in their usual manner, the DSS and their lawyer representing Nigeria decided to introduce the usual delay tactics until the judge became very kind of like upset, like angry, to remind all of them that the reason why he ordered for a very speedy trial of or retrial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is because the big man has been subjected to an inhuman treatment for so long that it has become so much like deliberate and intentional, not just anything to do with the law. So today, the judge, Omotocho, told the defense team, the DSS and their crew, right, that they have 6 days to wrap up all their shenanigans. And in fact, they have to stop calling all these meaningless witnesses. So they need to pick in 2 weeks the convenient or the comfortable 6 days that will work for them. 6 days to wrap it up. And if they can't wrap it up in 6 days, he will declare a weak case and dismiss the entire case. It won't be the first time, and hopefully it will be the last time. We all know they have no real case, right? But today in court.
I'm distracted. There's no gun.
It is well. I'm no priest, no.
Good morning.
All right, where water?
Water is just drop the bag. What is that?
No, that is. No, come on, go ahead. We're not waiting. Okay, sir.
Thank you. Yet, the cross-examination of the second prosecution witness was concluded today, and the court has adjourned the matter for 6 days. We're back on the 28th of May, the 29th of May, 6 June, 16 June, 18 June, and 19 June for the prosecution to continue to present their case. And that's good.
With the pace that the court is going, are you satisfied? No, we have said enough.
Uche Nanjaka.
So the supposed transcription of the questioning also of the defense witness was also scrapped, unfortunately, except the quote of the judge of Motosho. Let me show you what the guy looks like. So the guy that is currently sitting on the retrial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And right there in the courtroom as well, right? You heard that you heard that the lead counsel for today, defense counsel. So the case has been adjourned to the 28th, 29th in May, and then to another 4 days in June. So they have 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks to wrap it up. So back in the courtroom, it was reported that the daughter of one of the defense lawyers, Mazi, Nnamdi Kanu. Did you hear that part where he said mad people everywhere, right? That we're going to win them, right? Anyway, so he sent his condolences to one of his lawyers who lost his daughter who just passed passed her by exams, then died in a gas motor accident. So here is a message from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to that lawyer, just a compassionate one, you know what I mean?
Sending this very condolence message to my dear brother, the Leonard Sick, because Onyeti was on the loss of the daughter. Because I'm praying for God to sustain and keep this very family. They are very important, not just to me as a person, but to the entire Igbo race and to the entire the second daughter. 2 years. The second daughter being lost in 2 years. So we are praying to Chukwuka that all these things will stop, that the grace of God will find this very family. Because Onyechi Ukazu is a very good man, he's a man of the law, he's a very good man, and he deserves our commendation and our blessing at this point. May the grace of God be upon the family. Amen.
Amen. Throwback to when the Court of Appeal absolved Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of any crime. A bit of a throwback to that one.
Everything we've covered in the program and beyond. And today I'm joined here in the studio by the public affairs commentator, Arise News analyst, and head of mass communication at Bayes University in Abuja, Professor Abiodun Adeniyi. And also with me is Toby Shoniyi, who's Arise judiciary editor. Both of you, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Indeed. And I want to kick off with this news that broke a few hours ago. Nigeria's appeal court dropping all charges against the separatist leader Nnamdi Kanu after ruling that he had been illegally arrested abroad. The court also ruled that his extradition had been illegal. What's your assessment of that?
Yeah, thank you, Charles. I think it's a good day for Nigeria. It's a good day for rule of law. If you read the judgment, the appeal court, it's very clear that if you want to prosecute someone, you must follow the law. Because the essence of prosecution is to establish the law, follow the law. But bringing somebody illegally, the federal government disobey Nigerian local laws, disobey international law. We have treaty with Kenya, we have with Great Britain. If they want to try Nnamdi Kanu, there are legal process they should have followed to bring him in. You don't just go and kidnap him. So, and in law, we say that you cannot put something on nothing. Since the process through which he was brought into Nigeria was flawed, there is no way the trial could have continued in the first instance. So, I think the court deserves to be commended. We've always called for rule of law, and today the appeal court has upheld rule of law, and they send clear signal to the government that they will not allow such illegality.
I'm going to come back to that matter in a minute, but let me bring you in, Professor Adeniyi, because of course he was the leader of the banned Indigenous People of Biafra IPOB group. IPOB has been campaigning for the creation of an independent state in southeastern Nigeria. What happens to all of that now?
Well, I think the judgment today is going to
be everything we've covered in the.
The judgment simply means that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done nothing. You know, but Tinubu inherited that. He inherited Bokwari's crime, and he continued. You know what I mean? Because this whole retrial, this persecution and the rest is so unnecessary. his demand, his campaign, a non-violent campaign for Biafra referendum. That is democratic, you know. Unfortunately, the people who are supposed to protect him, right, are those who prefer to throw him under the bus. The Igbo governors, the Igbo political class, the Igbo elite, they are watching all of this. Credit to some of them, because we see some of them who are standing by, but they do not really pull any weight, so to say, right? The Igbo politicians.
Anambra Kanu. Anambra Kanu. Igbo Kanu. God bless you. Anambra Kanu. Anambra Kanu. Igbo Kanu. God bless you.
As a Kolu, the decade symbol of Anambra. Today in the Asshole Rocker Villa. It was, I pat your back, you pat my back, praise singing galore for Kolu, where they had the APC convention or something. It was, there was a pass of vote of confidence in him that Nigeria is doing so well. They even compared him to Lee Kuan Yew of Singapore. They said if Nnamdi is Lee Kuan Yew of Nigeria. Let's go inside that, what have you, because the APC governor, so APC senator, so APC rep members, so including those who just joined them, all of them in the room, endorsed Nnamdi for second term, as if to say they have a choice. Do they have any choice? Let's go into that room.
Members of the Progressive Governors Forum met in my lodge and took far-reaching decisions to bring to the leadership and members of our great party, taking advantage of this summit, that we are satisfied with the midterm review and performance evaluation report of the reviewed Hope Agenda, that we are aware that the Nigerian nation is moving in the right direction economically, socially, and politically, and that we are convinced that under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, Nigeria will get to her destination faster in prosperity. We acknowledge the resolution of these governors that the president should be used and be adopted as our flag bearer for 2027 presidential election for his second term in office. To move that this August Assembly adopt and concur the position of progressive governors that Mr. President carries our flag 2027 and governors take responsibility for delivering this mandate. I so move.
I rise to second the motion as ably moved by the chairman of Progressive Governors Forum, the governor of Imo State, His Excellency Hope Uzodinma, that this August gathering pass a vote of confidence on our able and amiable president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as a sole candidate of APC come 2027 general election.
The political sagacity of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in view of the fact that despite very difficult times, he has been able to set Nigeria on a path of growth, confirmed by the International Monetary Fund. In view of the fact that Nigerians are grassroots people, are very excited. In view of the fact that even the members of the National Assembly and senators said they have never had it this good. The leadership of the House of Reps should join me. I want all the members of the National Assembly of the APC extraction to stand up wherever they are. I want the distinguished senators to stand up where they are. And you will